Congratulations sa Our Yesterday sa script. Yung question ko for Guy, since final book na to ng series, syempre ilang taon yung pinagdaanan nito. So, Guy, as someone who knows these stories from end to end, having brought this to life over the years, was there something you discovered more about the narrative or the characters through the series?
Hello. Hello po. So, hello. So, na-discover ko na possible pala na makwento yung story through a short form, which is an adaptation. And then to tell the POV of a character through a dialogue alone. So, kasi medyo kapag book, di ba, mahaba, makikita mo yung thoughts ng lahat ng characters. So, doon, sobrang makikilala mo sila. Pero, na-discover ko na through this adaptation, na kaya pala nila through their body language, through their delivery of their lines, na kaya pala nilang ilabas yung personality ng mga characters nila through that alone, na hindi nila kailangan na i-voice out lahat ng naiisip nila just for the audience to know the character.
And syempre from in Hispania to our yesterday's script, what do you think, which characters did you relate to the most before and who do you relate to more now?
I relate the most to Luna. She's my first baby. She's my first character. My first character from the University series. So sa kanya ko talaga nilabas lahat ng halos lahat ng parte ng pagkatao ko kasi I really love Luna. So she's really the character that I mostly relate to.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you po.
Alright, maraming salamat po ngayon naman from the Philippine Star. We have Dolly Ann Carvajal.
Hello, Direk. My questions are for you. Kasi this is your third na, no, in the university series. How has each chapter contributed to your growth as a director?
With this particular book, no, it challenged me to showcase something different. Kasi nga na-handle ko na yung Safe Skies, Avenues, and now Oye. And this is a darker book. So it's a very interesting topic that is being explored this time. And at the same time, I want to give homage to each and every single book and characters. Parang ito na yung full circle moment. So that was the challenge. But it also parang creative-wise, it was a challenge that excited ako ipakita sa mga audience natin, for all the readers and all the fans of the book to see something different as well. So excited na ba kayo, guys? Thank you, because sobrang we're working so hard for it, and we're really excited to show this to you guys on September 5.
For my last question, you've grown close na to the cast. So anong mamimiss mo about them and the experience?
You know what? Just getting to know them backstage, lahat ng mga kwento nila, I get to see them as human beings. I see their individual stories. And wala, yung kakulitan lang nila. And guys, they're human beings with emotions, and they laugh, they cry, they get scared, and ito yung hindi nakikita sa series, sa backstage, yung nakikita ko yung vulnerability nila as people and as actors, and yun yung miss ko, is hearing all their stories and just bonding with them. I think that's it.
Alright, maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman tungo tayo sa Manila Bulletin. Neil Ramos.
Maraming salamat. My question is for Nicole and Jairus. Ma'am, sir, magandang hapon sa inyo. How does it feel po na kayo ang pangpinali, kayo magsasara ng ating napakagandang university series?
Honestly, at first I don't feel any pressure, but now, stepping into the stage right now, mas naramdaman ko yung pressure, and I guess we will be able to use that pressure to give these people, this readers, a very, very good book, a very good series to close, and we're just really happy na nandito kami ngayon doing this last and final book, which is the very, for us, heaviest book. Yung mas maraming elements na libro, very grounded na libro. So, yeah, kabado, but at the same time, we're gonna use that as a fuel to do everything, blood, sweat, and tears, just everything on the table, gagawin talaga namin lahat. Sabi nga Direk Gino, pinaghihirapan namin to, at totoo yun na pinaghihirapan namin to. Sobrang talaga, just like last night. So, yeah, we'll continue to do our best talaga for you guys.
How about Vinny Boy?
Ayun po, wow. Nakakakaba po bilang we've been doing it nga for a few years now. And but it's an honor to be able to do this. And to tell Kiera's and Sean's story is a blessing. And it may be painful, but sobrang nakakatuwa because we get to portray characters or humans that go through these things so that a lot of people can relate and connect. And ayun, nakakakaba pero excited. I mean, napanood nyo na ata yung trailer pero kami hindi pa. So, hindi ko pa alam ano mararamdaman ko. Pero ayun po, nakakatawa and like, very, very excited.
To follow up lang, no? Ang marami nakapansin na dun sa Viva Barcada concerts, masyadong emotional daw kayo, kayong dalawa. May sikreto ba kayong hindi namin alam or would you want to share something about that?
No, maybe we're just really overwhelmed with the love and support that we're getting from everybody. Especially, we're the last book eh. We waited for this for almost 3 years. No, we supported the books before us. We supported our friends, our family right here. So, and nakita namin yung pagmamahal din nila dun sa mga kaibigan namin na nauna. And, experience it firsthand at this very moment and even sa Viva Arcada concert. This is, our heart is really full at that time talaga na sobrang happy kami. Kasi we never imagined na mararamdaman din namin yung nararamdaman nila. And I hope it will continue till the end of the book and everything after the book. So, yeah.
Siguro sa akin po, it was a little bit different. The Viva Arcada concert happened on my birthday, August 15. And it was such a special day. And to perform in Araneta was also one of my dreams. And I was able to do it. And also, first time po namin ni Jai noon mag-perform or makita on stage or together. Kasi sa lahat ng series, lagi po kaming pass by lang. Never po kami nagtatagpo. So, when we were in that moment, I think sobrang naramdaman ko si Sean and Kiera. And that dance, I think yung mga readers, aware naman kayo sa sayaw na yun, di ba? And I think it wasn't just me who got emotional, but sobra lang po nadagdagan dahil that day was very, very special to me. Ayun po.
Okay, good luck you and thank you.
Thank you so much po.
Maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman from Manila Standard, Jasper Valdez.
My question is for Hyacinth and Gab. Looking back at your time as Elise and Sally in Chasing in the Wild, ano ang pinaka-na-miss nyo about working with each other?
Hello? Hi, thank you so much for your question. I think the thing that I miss the most about working with Gab as Sally and Elise is I really do miss our working dynamic together. It's something that I appreciate about the both of us a lot. We've always made sure to be on the same page since day one. Make sure that our communication is on point and that, whatever challenges that may come in our way, we know that we are a good team and that we can work well together to figure things out. I love working with Gab, and yeah, I definitely do miss that.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon po sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pagbigay ng time to be here for the media and for the fans and sa lahat ng efforts nyo. And for the question, siguro pinaka-na-miss ko working with Haya is, just seeing her almost every day kasi we used to work together every other day and ngayon we barely see each other na. Pero yung dynamics and the chemistry, especially nung nagsistart pa lang yung LV na story, nagliligawan, yung nag-e-effort pa, gano'n, di ba? So, siguro yun yung pinaka-nag-miss ko the most. Thank you.
Since Chasing in the Wild ended, paano nyo patuloy na sinusuportahan yung isa't isa at ang ibang members ng Univercada as the franchise move towards its final installment?
We just support each other, just being there for each other, and then syempre, every book, we wanted to, to give the spotlight to everyone. And pag kailangan nila ng tulong or kailangan nila ng kausap, nandito lang kami to support each other. And yun yung na-appreciate ko sa Univercada is, we bonded like a family.
Yeah, one thing that I loved ever since the first, or I mean at least the first book that I was present in, which was Safe Skies, was that nothing ever felt like a competition between anyone. Everyone is genuinely so supportive with each other and is such a family. And that's something that I really appreciate. Whatever we need, even the smallest thing, we can just ask. And everyone's here for each other. So.
Thank you.
Great. Maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman, pakinggan natin from Radar PH, Kiko Escuadro.
Hello po! Hi! Question ko po for Heaven and Marco. Hello! Hello! Fun question muna. Bakit ang sweet nyo?
Wala, na-miss ko lang.
Heaven,
Okay lang ba yun? Pwede lang ba yun? Pwede magtanong, Evan, na-miss mo ba ako? Madali naman yung sagot, oo, hindi lang eh.
Heaven, no ka ba?
Kailangan mo ba ng tissue? Sandali.
Wilbert, ano masasabi mo, Bert? Bert, ano masasabi mo? Ano masasabi mo? Ano masasabi mo?
Okay, sige. Ano na lang,
Oo naman, syempre mamimiss. Hello, ilang years din naman kami magkasama. And, and yes, I miss you so much.
Okay. Yung question ko talaga is, kayo yung pioneer dito sa book, how do you feel kayong dalawa na eto na, final chapter na yung story ng book? Kayo yung pioneer tapos ngayon ending na, anong pakiramdam niyo?
Siyempre sad, no? Ako sad ako. Hindi ko alam sa'yo.
Oo naman, syempre. Syempre, sinimulan namin yung university series without knowing na ganito pala siya magiging kalaki. And marami kaming mapapasayang tao and mag-grow up din with us. And so, feeling ko like masaya and malungkot at the same time. Kasi syempre, ito yung mga kasamahan ko na gusto ko sanang hanggang sa pagtanda, kumbaga, diba? Pero ganun talaga, last book na, kailangan na mag-bye-bye, but grateful na ako yung napili as Luna. And so, yeah.
Okay. Marco, dun sa series nyo, sa first, yung role mo si Calix, and
Yes po.
naghintay siya ng 10 years para kay Luna. Handa ka bang gawin yon in real life?
Listen. I think everyone here knows what happened between us. You know, we're exes and everything. To be quite honest with you, I would like to not put too much pressure onto that topic, just because obviously as exes we had that phase na medyo nagkakainitan kami, so parang ngayon parang mas sobrang okay na kami. As in, walang galit, walang kahit ano. So we're really just I'm happy being around you. I mean, I don't know, the others seen it. And it's nice to work with you. So work na lang muna tayo, okay lang ba? Hindi, pero I'm really just I'm happy at the state that we are now. And let's see wherever it leads. Yeah.
Kay Heaven, yung connect dun sa question, yung role mo si Luna, tapos naghintay si Calix. Ikaw ba handa kang pabalikin yung naghintay sa'yo?
Oo naman. Pero syempre, I mean, 10 years din yun ah. So 10 years na ang dami ng pagkakaiba, kumbaga, yung growth nyo. So, oo, kung pinipili nyo pa rin yung isa't isa after ilang years. And, oo, kung ibang tao na kayo talaga. Like, syempre hindi ka naman pwedeng pumasok ulit ng relationship, kunyari, let's say, second chance. And then, expecting na different yung outcome, diba? So, dapat, by that time, kung magkakaroon kayo ng second chance, dapat nag-grow na talaga kayo and mas mature na kayo, kumbaga. And you choose each other. So,
Pero ano comment mo na sa sinabi ni Marco na walang pressure, masaya lang?
kasi ayoko naman din may maghintay sa akin. Syempre gusto ko kung sino man yun, gusto kong, you know, he lived his life or, I mean, di ba? Para he grows din and he's happy living his life, that's fine. Okay lang. Pero if you guys are really meant for each other, I believe na itatadhana rin kayo. So, yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, great questions as always. Thank you so much. Now from ABS-CBN, Ana Cerezo.
Hi! Good afternoon, good evening. For Jairus and Nicole, from the beginning nitong series na to, and up to now, how would you describe na yung friendship ninyo? How has it changed?
Big changes, right? Ang laki ng pagbabago. Kasi parang, when we started doing the series, we're just casual, like parang magkatrabaho, nagkikita sa work and everything. Pero now, we became close to each other to the point na we understand each other in terms of how we are as a person. So, malaki talaga yung changes namin and we're much comfortable with each other right now. And I think that's important with the whole series na maging komportable kami sa isa't isa. And yeah, we're just enjoying each other's company and yeah. How about you?
Yeah, because when we met po, I mean, yeah, nung nag-start na yung series, hindi po talaga kami magka-eksena. Never po kami nagtatagpo. Magtatagpo lang kami pag interviews or, di ba, MediaCon or events or mall shows. But we've never really had time to really get to know each other and spend time. And now that we're doing the series, now we're doing book 6, dito lang po kami talaga nagsimula yung ano ba, tandem namin. So, it's been great and it's going really, really well. And I'm just glad that there's so much trust and safety with each other.
May ano pa ba? May mas iko-close pa kayo?
Gano'n ka-close? Charin, nilapit.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Kasi as of the moment, we're really focused on this partnership, doing this job. Because we want nothing but success for not just for Oye, but for the whole university series. So eventually, we'll, you know, sasabay naman lahat ng mga bagay-bagay. Basta ngayon, nag-enjoy kami and we're very much focused on doing our jobs and being there for each other. Kasi ang bigat ng libro, and importante na nararamdaman namin na nandyan kami para sa isa't isa all the time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now moving on to TV5, Von Belinario.
Hi everyone, congratulations. My question is for Jerome and Krisha. Ayan, Diba sa sigawan pa lang, alam namin marami na nakamiss sa inyo. Siguro yung question ko is, ano yung na-miss ninyo sa isa't isa? Jerome and Krisha. Kasi matagal na bago nung huling nag-umere yung Safe Sky Archers. Ngayon na nagkasama ulit kayo dito sa Grand Media Con ng Viva One, anong na-miss nyo sa isa't isa?
Anong na-miss namin sa isa't isa? Margo.
Jerome, come on, go ahead.
You got this, bro.
It's your time to shine, buddy.
Lahat ng mga nakaraan.
Sabihin mo yung totoong nararamdaman niyo.
Oo, syempre. From trabaho, from friendship, the way we are. Yun.
Krisha, kailangan may sagot ka.
Siyempre nakakamiss yung ano din namin. Pag magkasama kami, ang favorite ko talaga ang scene partner si Jerome. Like, super duper, he makes me really feel safe kapag nagkaka-eksena kami. And grabe siyang sumuport talaga, as in, super, super duper. And syempre, yung mga chika and food, kapag ka, bakit na yun? Ingay? Charot na. Yun lang. Hindi, pero kasi mahilig kami mag-food trip ni Jerome before, so nakakamiss din yun. Mga food trip namin.
Kumusta ang communication after nung series? Ano nang ginagawa ninyo after nun?
Busy kasi si Jerome eh. Busy siya.
Honestly, I've been traveling a lot. Tapos may mga bagay lang nangyari sa buhay ko na hindi naasahan. Been choosing projects starting since nung I Love You Since 1892 dahil parang naging routine na kasi yung career ko na every time na may tinatanggap akong role or character, it's been a question. Nagiging question siya na parang kahit ako na-question ko sarili ko, ano ba ang kaya ko? So, I think doon napunta yung time ko for myself. I mean, it's, 15 years? Since 2011, 2012. Parang I'm not getting younger anymore. Pero, I can still accept roles na young, pero iba na yung situation ngayon eh, na andyan ang social media, critics, judgments, but mas feel ko lang yung circle, you know? Hindi ko na pinapakita masyado yung inner circle ko para at least hindi rin ma-judge. Yeah.
How about you, Krisha? What keeps you busy nowadays?
Meron akong mga anak. Wow! Meron akong girl group na mentor ngayon. So, doon na ako busy. So, meron po silang comeback. Meron silang comeback this August 8. So, yun yung medyo Pixie po. Pixie.
Pixie!
Yes.
Wow, kayo mo palang mentor doon.
Yeah, so, parang magkaiba kami talaga ng siya. May parang nagbe-business siya ngayon. Tapos ako, busy with the girl group. And ito, nakikita kami dito sa Viva. And in the future, malay nyo, meron ulit. So we'll see. I'm really open to working again after this Univercada. It's a small world. Hindi talaga, hindi mako-close yung door ko, of course, to work with Jerome again. I always say that, promise. Like, yeah.
Nagtitilian yung mga fans dito sa gabi. Congratulations, guys, and nice seeing you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Von. Now, let's listen from Random Republica, Kate Adahar.
Hi, good afternoon. My questions are for Will Bea. Una sa lahat, congratulations, Will, on your successful concert. Yung question ko sa inyong dalawa, after Golden Scenery of Tomorrow, ano yung natutunan nyo about life, love, and friendship na na-apply nyo sa
after Golden Scenery of Tomorrow po, natutunan ko na after Jesus po, about sa life,
Ayan. Okay, ready?
Mike, check. Ano nga po yung question ulit? Sorry po.
Ano yung
Wait.
Ayan ba?
Yan, okay. Bye. Ito na. About pagpapahalaga ng friendship. Kasi sa GSOD po, doon po nakita yung every university series naman, yung friendship po ng Univercada. And then yung parang mga lessons po sa GSOD mismo about work, about showbiz and all. And about yun lang po.
Ako po natutunan ko to be supportive. Kasi si Via, she's always been very supportive of everyone around her. With her friends and life, ganun po.
For my second question, ano yung similarities and differences sa Valeria High Squad at saka sa Univercada? Yung personalities.
Ano po parehas po may sapang pag magkasama. As in, po kami pag nagkasama po kami, talagang makulit, maingay, may ganun po. So, halos same lang po, no? Pag ganun. Madami pong similarities isa-isa. At syempre, similar din po yung sa Univercada na pag kailangan yung mga tao, talagang full support po full support po sila. Like sa kung ano-ano mang, kahit anong book or kahit anong ganap po sa amin. Yun. Sinusuportahan po namin isa't isa. Thank you po.
Parang same naman po dahil yung closeness naman nila, they've always been very supportive, they've always been always there for each other. And parang kahit po dito sa Univercada, sa Valeria High Squad, parang support naman sa lahat palagi. Katulad si Jai, si Gab, suot kanina yung shades ng negosyo namin. Talagang very supportive. So, Sunset Avenue, the Sunset Ave PH on Instagram. So, yun. So, yun po.
Yan, okay. Yan. Ganda ng pasok. Next. Yes.
Okay, ang susunod po nating line-up, Matt Suzara, Adam Laurena, Katrina Ochoa. For now, from La Cochera Lovers, we have Matt Suzara.
Hello po, good afternoon. Fun question lang yung akin, isang question lang sa lahat ng love team. Sino yung bias nyo na love team sa without picking your own love team?
Great question.
Ako po personally, high gap. Bias ko po yung high gap as in. Siyempre ako, Will Bea din po.
Sobrang bait, sobrang bagay, tsaka binigyan kami ng shades kanina eh. Sunset Ave H,
Cooking
follow
show
ko.
ka.
Ako, Will Bea.
All right, how about you guys over here?
Siyempre ako, Lance Brie. Batik.
Hindi ka nagsiselos sa lunch break?
Ha?
Hindi ka nagsiselos?
Bakit ako magsiselos? Shared nga.
Ah,
Shared ni Lance, sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry I don't know what you mean.
Ako, syempre, dun tayo sa original Marvin pa rin ako talaga.
Ako, Jai Gold, syempre. Ayan. Jai Gold.
Jai Nicole.
Jai Nicole. Yes.
Ako din, Jai Nicole. Yeah.
Sama pala ako. Sabi ko sila ng love tips eh.
It's Francis, si Francis.
Parang napilitan pa. Jai ko, syempre. Jai Nicole. Kasi sisirain ko yun eh. Di ako nagselos? Hindi.
Kayo? Sa akin, Will Bea ako. Will Bea.
Ako, Sam Clyden. Sam Clyden.
Sam Clyden.
Yan, puro kaibigan ko lahat. Pero, feeling ko ako, Will Bea. Thank you sa Sunset Aba. Baka pwedeng 5 pa.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much. Now from Pika Pika, Adam Lorena.
Hello po. Ang question ko po yun kay Jairus and Nicole. So, the story follows two broken people finding healing in each other. So, do you think it's possible in real life?
Sorry?
Two broken people finding healing in each other. So, do you think it's possible that you heal?
That's actually pretty hard, healing each other. Healing each other traumas and, broken hearts. It's pretty much hard. Pero, if the willingness of both parties is there, I think that would be possible. And I think kailangan anxiously engage lang isa't isa dun sa needs din ng isa't isa. And walang pag-bring up ng mga past traumas. Like, you're just there for each other. You're just there for the present and for the future, not for the past. So I guess that would be possible, but it's gonna be needing a lot of hard work talaga from each other. So I guess that's possible.
I think we've answered this before actually. Natanong din kami, but I think healing is not only through one human being. I think it is a process of meeting different people and being with different people that kind of helps you heal. And I guess if you have a partner, that would also help. But yun nga, tama naman siya. If you guys aren't in the same wavelength, baka hindi healing ang mangyari, baka trauma. But it is possible if you guys are on the same page. I believe it's possible to heal. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We have one additional name to the list. Jessica Evangelista from Inquirer.net.
Hello po, congratulations. Yung question ko po ay kay Lance Brie po. Ang first question po, paano niyo po na-maintain yung friendship niyo from first installment until now?
Paano na-maintain yung friendship? Aubrey and I just bond together kasi hindi naman yung AOTD yung last project namin eh. Currently, we're working on Carry On, yung bago naming Viva One show, and may upcoming movie rin po kami, Rosario, sana panood niyo po. And we just really maintain a good working relationship kasi we just both want success for ourselves and para okay lang din kami palagi.
Siguro na-maintain yung friendship namin. Pero fourth installment na po siya pumasok sa AOTD. Na-maintain siguro in a way na hindi lang kami hanggang taping. We hang out also outside. And
Yeah, parang ano rin eh, mas, ang ginagawa namin, mas kinikilala namin yung sarili namin off-cam. So yun po, thank you.
Last question po. Kahit na po patapos na po yung series, pero ano po yung core memories po na madadala nyo after this?
Ako, siguro madami eh. Pero feeling ko yung bond namin together every time na after MediaCon. Isa yun sa mga core memories kasi hindi man kami nakakompleto doon, pero iba yung feeling. It's every time we do that, parang naging ritual na siya. It's still very new to me kasi hindi talaga ako sanay, to party. Pero na-enjoy ko. So magiging part siya ng core memories sa akin talaga.
Core memory ko po siguro yung Viva Arcada po sa Araneta. Kasi yun po yung time na lahat kami kompleto nagre-rehearse po kami sabay-sabay. Bihira lang po kami makompleto dahil po sa mga schedule namin. So kung kompleto kami, we just make the most out of it. So sinusulit talaga namin yung time na we're all here po. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now from our TikTok content creator, Katrina Ochoa.
Hi po, good afternoon po. My question is for Miss Guay. Hi. Hello. Hi, Miss Guay. I'm a huge fan of the books po. So, congratulations po. I have just one question. Out of all the 6 books po, as of now, ano po yung pinaka-favorite nyo na parang may mirror po sa life nyo right now?
Lahat sila tumingin sa akin. Pressure, gaya po ng, each book kasi parang anak yan. So wala po akong favorite book. So lahat po sila iba-iba. Lahat sila iba-iba yung story, iba-iba yung challenges, iba-iba yung topic na tinatalakay. So wala po akong favorite sa kanila. Favorite scene meron, which is from Gusot, kung saan sila nagkakilala lahat sa library. So yun yung favorite scene ko kasi doon nabuo yung barkada nila. And nag-extend yon sa mga naging jowa nila. And now, eto sila, buong buo sila as couples.
Thank you po. Thank you po. Okay, thank you so much. Now moving on to our final batch, Naz Tabares, Jojo Panaligan, and Alan Sancon. Now from Pelikula Mania, Naz Tabares.
Hello for our Univercada. 6th and final installment na, no? Nag-sync in na ba sa inyo na this might be the last project na mapoportray niyo yung mga characters niyo?
Yeah, for sure. I mean for me. sorry guys. I mean for me, I think last ko na to, 'di ba? Why? Joke lang. But I hope, 'di ba, still pag nagsulat si Guy, merong alternate universe for Sean and Kiera. But medyo nag-sink in na rin. Pero at the end of the day, nothing but grateful heart kasi ibang klase rin naman yung mga natutunan namin sa series na to. So, yeah, but siguro I hope for the whole Univercada, hindi pa ito yung last na makakatrabaho namin yung isang buong barkada, right? So, sana may mga projects na dumating na isang barkada pa rin kami. Pero nagsisink in na rin talaga sa amin, especially nung ginawa na namin yung last pictorial for the poster and some materials. Medyo na-feel na talaga namin na ito na yung last. Kasi we've been sabi ko, it became a routine already. For the past 4 years, for each and every one of us, it became a routine na laging may ganito next year, and this and that, and so on. So, yeah, malaki yung factor, right? Sigaw.
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Sink in na daw sa atin na ito yung will this be the last time to yeah.
You know what, actually, kanina, when we were all sitting here, I was really emotional because, I don't know, when I look at everyone, I had a flashback to the cast reveal when I was announced as Elise and Jai as Kuya Sean. And when I see everyone's faces, everyone looks so different from when we first started. Like, you can see how much everyone has grown. And we've all gone through so much. We've done so much now, and it's only been like what, like 5 years? 4 years. I'm proud of everyone, and I'm really emotional, and I love you guys, and I'm always thankful to you all. So, yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now.
Walang sumusunod eh. Siguro po lahat naman tayo, lahat naman ng project, may ending, di ba? And we're very blessed to be able to play our roles. We're very blessed that we were given a chance to play our roles for 3-4 years. Every 6 months may trabaho kami. Every 6 months, nabibigyang buhay namin yung mga storya, yung libro na minahal ng mga fans. But you know, there's always the end. There's always the last time. And siguro, yes, this may be the last time. Well, depende po kay Guay if gagawa pa siya ng ibang mga storya na makakapag-play ulit kami ng mga roles namin ngayon. The least we can do is make the most out of it. The least we can do is talagang namnamin namin itong, kumbaga, save the best for last, di ba? Namnamin namin yung bawat eksena, namnamin namin yung bawat pagkakataon na ma-play ulit namin yung mga karakter namin, whether for the last time or not, para rin no regrets, di ba? Ayan po. Thank you.
Grateful kami sa opportunity na binigay po sa amin. And right now, parang feels like kakasimula lang ng lahat ng book. Hindi pa siya ganun nagsisink in talaga actually. Lalo sa mga first batch talaga since book 1. For sure na parang, sipin mo, magpe-play ka ng character na ganun katagal. And finally ngayon, parang dati kasi nung pumasok ako sa book 3, parang feel ko parang, grabe, ang tagal naman na ito. Parang ang dami pang book, gano'n. Pero ngayon na nasa last book na parang, ang bilis lang pala. So may ganun po feeling.
Alright, anyone on this side? Has it sunk in yet, guys?
For me po, I've only been them for a year and a half pala. So ako yung yung pinaka-last pala na dagdag sa Univercada. Pero parang sa akin, kahit a year and a half ko pa lang sila nakasama, parang lungkot na ito na yung last book. I wish I was there pa since the beginning, or I wish na there would have been more books pa para makakatrabaho po ulit kami. Pero iba yung pagmatamaan ka na ng separation anxiety. So it's really just, parang sa akin kasi yung pagsimula ko sa Viva, yung journey ko, sila na yung kasama ko. So it's just like, parang nakakalungkot lang for me since ako yung pinakabagong nadagdag na ito na yung magiging last book. Ayun po.
I mean, I was there since the first book, and for me, it was such a journey, meeting every single one, because after every book, may nadadagdag na bagong cast. Heaven and I saw the development from the very beginning, and parang tumanda din kami in a way. We grew up in this show, as crazy as that sounds, because I could definitely say I was a different person 4 years ago. And these people, believe it or not, even if we saw each other at work and outside of work, on and off, parang sila din yung naging buhay ko for the past 5 years. So, past 4 years. So that's kind of, crazy that we're coming to an end. And nakakasad ng konti. Kasi patapos na eh. Sana, konti lang. Medyo lang. Malay mo, magka-work pa tayo. Anyways, I really hope I get to work with everyone. Yeah, again.
Kasi every MediaCon, parang dun ko talaga nasasabi na, it's the start of a new era, so new book. Pero yun din ko masasabi na, may aabangan na ako ulit na next book, ganyan. Pero ngayon lang din nagsink in ng tinanong na parang, oh my God, this is the last time I'm gonna portray Samantha Vera. And gusto ko lang like, sabihin na itong role na to, na Samantha Vera, itong series na to, itong project na to, nagpabago talaga ng showbiz career ko. Naging big blessing siya sa akin. Kaya nakakasad to say goodbye to our characters. Pero I'm super grateful dahil because of these characters, mas minahal kami ng tao bilang actors. So, ayun po.
Hello. Nag-sink in ba? I had 4 years to think about what to do here. I had 4 years. Gusto ko isa pa, bitin pa ako. I want another one. But I'm happy that by this book, I get to say goodbye to a very, very complicated character. So I can get to close that and hopefully give space to another character where I can show something positive, the positive side of humanity. So, has it sinked in? Una pa lang, because I've been dreading, dreading. I've been excitedly dreaded to play this character and to play it with Nicole and Jairus. So, this is very close to my heart as much as you guys are with. So, sana magustuhan niyo siya. Yeah.
Ako? Ikaw muna, gusto mo? We started this. I was so pressured. Remember that we were so pressured. Kasi parang sila Ate Liz. Of course, we want to make this, like, successful. So, nung mga uto pa lang, like, kasi ba na nagsimula kami as in, magsisimula pala yung Viva 1. And then, mag-mall show kami. And then, talagang pinaghirapan namin. As in, parang, like may mga times na nag-mall show kami na, oh no, wala masyadong tao. Like, ganyan yung simula namin. Parang, hindi guys, kaya natin to. Like, kakanta tayo. As in, hanggang sa padami ng padami. And then, nakikita na natin ngayon na lumalaki na siya. And, ewan ko, parang with everyone, nakapag-bond talaga. Nakapaggawa tayo ng memories sa isa't isa. So, hindi lang ako ready na matapos lang to. Kasi parang for me, hindi yung pinaghirapan namin, hindi pa pwede matapos. Hindi pa ako ready. So,
Alright, sino pa? Wilbur?
Si Direk kasi si Direk tatlo sa libro ang na-direct niya. So talagang kasama siya mismo sa journey ng Univercada since book 2. Direk.
I've seen their growth. I've gotten to know them. And I'm excited sa lahat ng projects nila in the future. Kasi they really deserve it. And they've been here from the very beginning, from the start of Viva 1. And I'm excited also for the next generation and the next shows of Viva 1. And siguro yung message ko for everyone is I'm so proud of you guys. I'm very, very proud of you guys. And thank you for the friendship and the trust. And to the fans who supported since day one. Yung si Directed pa yung nagde-direct. And yun, thank you so much.
Alright, anybody else? We're good. Alright, okay. Naz, last question, okay. So question mo ang nag-break sa cast natin. Alright, ngayon naman to Jojo Panaligan from Writer PH Studios.
Hi. Ang question ko kay Francis, gaano kahalaga yung role mo sa Oye?
Kala ko di na ako matatanong. Thank you for asking me. I'm very happy you're asking me this question. Thank you. Gaano kahalaga? Okay. Sorry, I feel like this is my only chance to answer a question, so I'll do my best. Woo! My character, Miguel's existence has spanned out from book 1 to book 6. Sa isang kagagawan ni Miguel, sa pamilyang Villaflor, kung ano-ano na nangyari sa kanila. And if walang Miguel Villaflor, edi sana meron pang, alam niyo na yan. So, I feel like gano'n siya ka-important. He will only show up a few times. And that's what makes it very, very, very exciting in my part. Because I only have few shots. I only have few scenes where I have to prove ganito ka-importante si Miguel Villaflor sa kwento na to. And it won't be possible if it wasn't built up properly by Guay, of course, how it was written. It won't build up properly without Luna's rage, without the innocence that was tainted by the other characters. We saw a very lovely character, si Aubrey, and then we saw her break and then grow up to become something more beautiful than she has ever started. And though unfortunately it has to be through me, I feel like without Miguel Villaflor, our readers, the fans, won't ever know what a bad red flag person looks like. So I hope you guys watch Miguel, try to take notes, because this is the exact person you want to stay away from. And if you're starting to become this person, stop it. Maraming salamat.
May follow-up ako, actually. Francis, do you see yourself being like Miguel in real life? Kasi syempre ikaw, di ba when you do something, it's always, you think na nasa tama ka. Meron bang redeeming value si Miguel na the viewers don't know?
Right. Okay. Thank you. Again, I'm so happy you're asking me these questions kasi I'm prepared. But Miguel does not have a point of view in the book. Pinag-uusapan namin siya ni Guay. You don't see Miguel's thoughts. All you see are Kiera's thoughts, everyone's thoughts, and Sean. Because, you know, yun naman talaga dapat, but you don't see Miguel. So how will you know what Miguel looks like? In my opinion, I think everyone has the capability to be a Miguel. By that, making wrong decisions, saying the wrong things, and eventually hurting someone, becoming corrupted by greed and the surroundings that you're with. Kasi ano siya eh, nepo baby siya eh. Diba? Yun yung napili niyang pagkalakihan. He wanted to be as bad as his family. So, I feel like everyone has the capability to be that, even me. So, how was I able to go about it, no? I told Guay, I wrote over lahat ng lines ni Kiera. So whenever Kiera said, "Oh, I'm so traumatized, I couldn't sleep at night," I would write over it just so that we could feel like, oh, this is how a bad person thinks. This is how a corrupted person thinks. You invalidate someone's trauma. You invalidate someone's pain. And through that, nagiging kalus tayo sa masasamang mga bagay. So yes, to answer your question, yes, everybody can be that. That's why characters like me exist. Para pwede natin siyang iwasan.
Pero
We can stay
sabihin ko
away.
na, Francis is a sweetheart, but Miguel is terrible. So don't hate Francis, hate Miguel. And I'm excited for you guys to see his character.
Thank you.
Can I just add, Francis did a wonderful job portraying Miguel, and you will hate him so much. But of course, yung role lang guys, ha? Again, ang sinabi ni Direk, he is such a lovely, sweet person. So, mahalin natin si Francis, mainis tayo kay Miguel. Ayun.
Yeah, super. Just to add that, grabe. Francis and I, sabi ko nga, bro, full circle moment. Magkakilala na kami since like we were kids. We've been here in this industry for so many years and ilang years na ba? Basta
kung gaano man tayo katagal, mas matagal si Bea Binay.
Ayun, actually, Pinapanood ko pa si Ben
Basta,
nung bata pa ako eh.
nag-audition pa lang tayo, nanonood na ako ng Lovely Day.
Yes.
Bata pa ako, pinapanood ko na kayong dalawa
Ayan,
sa ABS.
sinasabi ko sa iyo. Pero yun nga, parang sabi ko bro, andito tayo ngayon. We have this opportunity to showcase once again who we really are, kung ano yung pinaghirapan nating dalawa. And Francis did a great job in this series. And I'm giving it to him. And yeah, sobrang sarap pa rin talagang katrabaho ni Francis. And yeah, he's a sweetheart guy. So eventually, pag napanood yung series, yeah, hate Miguel, not him.
Salamat po. Love you, pre.
Thank you.
Alright, maraming salamat now. Last but not least, from Stars Photog, Alan Sancon.
Hello po, good evening. Kasi last question ako. Alam ko, nandun din kami nung first time na nagkaroon ng press con to, yung Rain España, di ba? Nasubaybayan namin yung journey ninyo. At maraming nabuong love team on-screen and off-screen dito sa series na to, di ba? Kayo personally, ano yung isa sa mga memorable na eksena ninyo dito sa bawat series na ginawa niyo bilang love team? At ano yung hindi nyo makakalimutan dun sa screen partner ninyo? Siguro any funny memories or any beautiful memories. At ano yung nagawa ng series na to sa inyo, sa career ninyo? Any love team can answer.
Ako, sa akin pinaka-memorable talaga ever was the airport. Yung naging teaser trailer namin dahil doon ako first na nag-surrender kay Hero papunta kay Yana. Na parang sabi ko, sige na, hindi na ako si Jerome, kay Hero na ako na talagang doon tuluyan na out of nowhere, just a snap, nag-taping lang ako, may anak na pala ako eh. So, yeah, yun yung isa sa una naming tinaping. Just so you know guys, at doon ko, actually, first time namin ni Krisha na nag-work din, hindi ako nag-submit in a way na as team up kami. Nag-internalize ako mag-isa, pero doon ko natutunan na kailangan as dalawa na kami. And nagawa nung series for me, I guess siguro pinabata ulit ako. I mean, di ba, from Road Killers, akala ko iba't ibang role na magagawa ko. But then, inopen sa akin yung university series at inopen yung world where I still can do this kind of roles. And I can be, a dad, whatsoever, yeah.
Sa akin yung favorite scene ko, yung nagising ako sa kwarto ni Hero. Super, I love that scene. Sobrang nalaro siya. Like, yun ba yung isa sa mga first days natin, diba?
First scenes, yeah.
First scene natin yun. Yeah, I really love doing that scene. It was so fun.
Lahat yun, pati yung sa kumot eh.
Yeah. I love that.
For me, siguro yung dinedicate ko yung game sa kanya nung I was playing basketball. This has always been my dream to be a player, and dedicating it for her and then nanalo. And also yung natalo ko sa finals and she was there for me. That's one of my favorite scenes because I felt like, I was truly a player kasi we did it sa Phil Oil. But also, the 5th anniversary and yung nag-break kami because that was back-to-back scenes. So, we close up wide. That was like 4 or 6 straight crying scenes na kailangan namin gawin. And we were there for each other. We supported each other. So, that was, I was really proud of us that time.
For me, I had 2 scenes coming up in my head. Yung first one, all of the Tapsilog scenes, when Sevi would introduce that world to Elise, and it was really fun to just eat on set. I love eating on set, so that was really fun. The second one, for some reason, I really love the scene when Sevi and Elise are slow dancing in their new apartment. And then I always hear Baksa by Kristen. I don't know, for me, it's such a vulnerable scene. Nothing's really being said, but you can really sense and feel without words how much they truly love each other and how intimate they really are and their relationship is.
Ako po sa G-Shot, yung Spain scene po siguro. Then, yung mga nangyari sa Spain kasi sobrang memorable kasi yun yung pinakauna kong out of the country na shoot. And then, ayun, lalo na yung concert scene din kasi that time parang alam mo, I'm imagining myself muna na parang I'm having my own concert. So, as a musician, sobrang laking bagay sa akin yung scene na yun. And very memorable. At yung mismong, sa amin, mga eksena po namin ni Bea, yung mga konting tinginan sa stage, gano'n, sobrang iconic siya as a intro or simula ng G-Shot.
Ako po ang isa sa pinaka-paborito kong eksena, yung katulad ng sinabi ni Wilbert, that was the first scene na napanood po ng viewers sa episode 1. Wala kaming linya, kumakanta lang siya, nagtinginan lang kami. But that scene is something that I'm really very proud of. Pero, actually, ang hirap po mamili ng isang eksena. So, if I were to answer po your question, I would say the whole golden era. Because the project is something that I'm really very proud of. I take pride dun po sa series na yon, sa performance namin, sa kinalabasan, sa napanood ng mga viewers, at higit sa lahat, sa pagmamahal na nakuha po namin galing sa mga fans. I'm really, really very proud. Dahil yun, kumbaga, that was the start of something really golden na hanggang ngayon, tapos man tayo sa era na yon, they're still here, they're still there with us, and we really hope that we doesn't stop here, and I'm really very looking forward for more. So, yun, ang paborito ko po, Golden Era, the memories po, lahat ng mga ginawa naming eksena, yung lahat ng mga moments namin with the people that made the project with us off camera, Direk Victor, Steven, our DOP, the whole team, sila Ate Lay, everyone that worked on it, for me, sobrang ite-treasure ko po kasi working with them is such a breeze, and it's really a pleasure and an honor working with them doing the show. Ayun po. Thank you po.
Alright, thank you. Does anybody have anything to add? Yep.
I don't know, I'll be honest. For me, my favorite scene was the I'll Be Gentle scene. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm playing. Alright. Everybody was a joke. Okay. No, siguro yung paborito kong scene, hindi talaga siya yung eksena, pero meanwhile and afterwards, dun sa presyong asawa, ibibigay ko yung land kung magpapakasal ka sa akin. Ganun. Pero hindi dun dahil sa eksena na yun, kung hindi dahil sa tawanan namin. Like, we're laughing in the meanwhile of the scene, and we had to keep cutting kasi we just kept laughing, and it was such a really good moment. That's it.
Ako yung buong The Rain. Especially yung iconic line na Luis, Natasha, Valeria, and you can call me love. Parang gano'n. So, for me, sobrang parang engraved na siya sa puso ko. And at the same time, every time I work with Marco naman, hindi nawawala yung pagiging namin, makulit at magkaibigan, gano'n.
Ako, marami akong memorable, favorite scenes sa Avenues of the Diamond. Pero kung papipiliin ako, maybe it's the Singapore na eksena. Because it's my first time there. It's my first time to go out of the country and work pa. I really enjoyed my stay there because super fun lang ng mga eksena. And we also had a free day kami nila. So inikot lang namin yung Singapore. Kung makakaya namin ikutin. So yun.
For me, two scenes come into mind. Yung first scene na sobrang memorable sa akin was So the first scene that comes to mind is when we were rushing to parang mag-act kami as if we're sleeping right next to each other. It was with Miss Claudine and Sir Bobby Andrews. Parang isa po yun sa mga scenes na nagpa-360 ng mga viewers sa AOTD kasi I mean, not gonna lie, nung na-reveal ako, as in, kakaibang comments yung natanggap ko online and like, parang yun yung ng viewers, anong tawag dun? Yeah, yung parang kinagat nila yung series namin because of that scene. And thank you, Direk Gino, kasi nasa utak lang niyo yung Direk Gino that was like more on improv. And yung pangalawa po na memorable scene ko in AOTD was yung car scene po namin ni Aubrey. Kasi, turn around. Yun ba yung car scene namin kasi kahit sobrang intimate niya tignan, pero kasi nung nasa loob kami ng kotse, tawa kami ng tawa kasi hindi po kami kasya sa kotse. And like it took around 3 to 4 hours ata direct because I don't know, hindi namin makuha yung shots kasi hindi nga kami kasya. There was one time na nakahiga ako sa kotse tapos yung cameraman yung nakaganon sa akin. So parang yung cameraman na yung kaano ko. May mga ganong instances. So, ayun po, 2 scenes po yun.
Ako, I would say, right now, nagugustuhan na favorite ko lahat ng scenes namin. Because for me, lahat ng ginagawa namin, sobrang lahat, parang importante. Especially yung mga ginawa namin kagabi. Even on the last minute of the day, last minute of the taping, sobrang importante yung ginawa namin. But feeling ko yung pinaka-memorable sa akin is yung bingsu. Yung eksena after the bingsu. That scene, yung... Basta alam niyo na yun, guys. Kasi it was my first ever love scene in my entire career. So I was just so happy na I did it like with Direk Gino and Nicole with so much comfy kami, everybody, and he was there all throughout to guide us and just be there for us. So feeling ko yun yung pinaka-memorable sa akin.
Yun talaga. There's a lot. I think I can't also say right away kung ano favorite because we're still rolling. I think marami pa kaming gagawin na baka maging mas favorite ko. But at the top of my head, there's a scene that it's very close to my heart and it's both pain and both happiness. We actually shot it twice. Was when nakita kami ulit ni Sean nung umiiyak ako sa restaurant. So because we shot it twice for the teaser and then we also shot it again for the show. And siguro it's very special to me kasi doon nagsimula ulit lahat eh. Doon nagsimula yung kwento mula nung nakita kami ulit. And it's both painful because alam ko yung mangyayari, pero gusto mo rin siya simulan kasi ang ganda din ng kwento. So siguro po yun yung favorite ko po at the moment. Yes.
Congratulations. Ako favorite ko yung lahat ng mga love scenes. Kasi Guay, ang daming love scenes ng mga books mo. Napakahirap. But, you know, all of these are actors. They're all actors. They did it really well. So,
Direk, every book na nagawa mo, Direk, anong favorite scene mo, Direk?
ako, siguro my favorite shot. Favorite shot was from SSA. Nag-shoot kami sa waterfalls. Kasi totoo yung waterfalls, hindi green screen or AI. We really had to go down and shoot it. And imagine yung camera, yung crew, everyone got wet. But at the end of the day, it was worth it. So yun yung favorite shot ko.
All right, thank you. Francis, what about you? Do you have a favorite scene? To close the Q&A.
Hindi pa namin nakukunan. Hindi pa namin nakukunan. But that scene has been in my head for 4 years and I can't wait na makunan namin siya. Yes.
All right, talk about build-up. Okay, and that's it for our Q&A. Palakpakan naman natin ang ating cast. Miss Guay and Direk Gino. Okay, this is our final chance at a group photo, of course, with everybody.